Was that it? Yeah.
Sure.
And where did they, when she brought them home, where were they first put?
Oh, we put it in the garage, but.
You know what I remember, they started out by being put in the basement by the furnace in a box. They were so little and they had needed that heat.
Well, that could be.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't give it a surprise.
And then as they got bigger, they got moved to the garage, and then you must have put up a little fence for them outside. And one day they must have gone over the fence, and somebody chased him and got him down in Consumers, by Consumers.
Yeah, but the dog had it.
Oh, was that it?
The dog came and picked up the chicken, and I seen it. And I took after the dog, and he got over the consumer before he dropped the chicken.
Yeah.
He didn't hurt it, he just had it in his mouth, but he would have.
Yeah, sure.
And he dropped the chicken.
And you were running, kind of chasing after him,
I
weren't
was
you?
hollering and.
Yeah, and maybe had even something in your hand, like a broom or something. And then one day Mother had to come home. It started to rain, and she knew the chicken was out. So I don't know why that chicken couldn't get rained on, but she came home.
Well, that chicken, little chicken, baby chicken.
But I don't think it was that little anymore.
Well,
but she came home from Eva's, where she was playing cards, I think, to put the chicken inside. You know, and that was real dedication. And then it came time we were supposed to eat the chicken.
You know what we done with the chicken?
What happened?
I was at the hen, and so they had home and gave us a rooster, and we could eat, and he took the hen over to his place.
For more laying, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was black.
What did you like about living at the Cases? When you used to...
I just liked that. I felt so comfortable, and Viola was good to me. And when I know that just refrigerator, and I wanted that defrosted, I'd take the stuff. And they always had an extra refrigerator in the hall. I could put my stuff in there. She would come and do it, wiping out, which I should have done myself, but I always let her do that, because she was willing to do it.
You just liked the arrangement of the way the rooms, and you liked the shower there, didn't you?
Yeah, I like the shower.
That was one of your...
That was really an awful nice. I really was tickled pink. I never felt that I had made a mistake by moving down there. But I never got to feel that way when I come up here.
You used to enjoy it when Harry would come to see you,
yeah.
And George sometimes, George Kuhn?
Yes.
Both of those men, and probably some other people.
And that guy's in a hospital and a nursing home.
Ted Lunder?
Ted Lunder, he'd even drive his car up there.
And they would tell you what a nice place you had, wouldn't they?
Well, Harry would tell me that every time.
Yeah.
My Agnes and I, we could live here.
Yeah. What'd you think about you and Clara?
Well, you tell me then.
Yeah.
Your wife would be satisfied to live here too, you say. He thought that was just wonderful.
Who taught you to play pinochle? Where would you learn that? How old was you maybe? Were you married?
Sure. I played cards like euchre and such stuff before. But Dad never believed in cards. He never played cards with us. We played dominoes.
And he would join in that?
Yes. He didn't believe in cards. He played himself, but his dad never bought a new deck of cards. He got an old deck. Somebody gave him a deck once, and that's all cards we ever had at home.
Would he play solitaire in that? But what about, you played Black Peter, is what you taught us to play when we were little kids, and Muggins. And then you invented a game called Shawscup with dominoes. Yeah. And who would you play that with? Would your mother play that?
Yeah. Elda and I and Mother and Dad, we was the only ones that was home, the rest was gone.
Did you play for pennies?
No. Dad would never do anything like that.
He didn't believe in that either, did he?
Absolutely not. He played for matches. We didn't play for matches, but when somebody else had come there and want to play, why, they'd get the matches out and play for matches.
Tell us about the night you were snowed in the courthouse in Joliet. Well, I mean, that became quite a famous story this year, didn't it?
I don't know.
It was kind of interesting because the Joliet Herald News was celebrating their 150th anniversary, and they invited their readers to send in memories and that. So, right, and so Dad and I talked about it, and I wrote it up, and I sent it in.
No doubt read it.
Yeah, Ted read it, I guess, you know. But what was that story for those great-great-grandchildren someday that are going to listen to this? you had gone in that day with Herb Jones.
Yeah.
And Herb Jones is the one where Marilyn and Bill now live in his house, don't they? And what kind of car did you ride in with that day?
Hudson.
Yeah,
Big heavy car.
huh,
And snowing, oh gosh, you couldn't see a track of the road at all. He just, he told me going in, he said, I doubt if we come home tonight, but that's gonna block the roads. And, well, I was going in there for a job too, you know, I was gonna have jury duty, I figured, but you did have. And, well, he let me know early in the day that he wouldn't be going home, and he would help me get a place to stay. He thought I could stay at the Y.
mm-hmm.
But I found out there was all kinds of boys there, they was going to stay at the courthouse, so I wanted to stay with my gang. I didn't want to, that didn't cost anything, you know, I
Yeah.
got a free cot there, I'd stay at the Y, they paid. And there was too much money we didn't get.
So you had at noon, you had gone out, or maybe on the break or something, you'd gone over, because Mother had told you about a sale, right?
Yeah, she went down to Klein Storm, I got that. Nightgown, she wanted a nightgown.
Flannel nightgown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For herself, and then what did it cost you that time?
I don't know.
Oh, it was 39 cents, you always told us.
Maybe it was. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And then Herb got word to you that he wasn't gonna go home then, right?
He was good to me, let me know. And I didn't never get see us. Stayed then at night, and then the next day we didn't even have jury duty.
Oh, you just, well, what did you do during the day?
Well, we got we went to got breakfast and we got shaved.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the bar and got shaved. I don't know, maybe it only cost a dime. I don't know what it cost. But I had a fish for whiskers then. I felt I had to shave. And that lad that was with me, I don't know what his name was. He was from Blanchard. He got shaved too. And then we had to make arrangements that we'd get home. I wrote who would Bill Cunningham and Al Minger.
Yeah, but you ended up staying 2 nights, so I think you told me.
Yeah, I stayed there.
Yeah, that first night you stayed, and anyway, and what did you do? What did you do during the evening? I mean, did you sit around and talk, or?
Played hearts.
Oh, you played hearts.
Played hearts till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and then everybody, just crawled in bed, didn't they, with their clothes on?
Oh no, just the one lad. The rest of them kind of, I don't know, some was in their underwear. I put Mother's nightgown on. I took my clothes off, but I put Mother's nightgown on.
And so when you got up in the morning, your clothes didn't look too bad, did they?
There was only one man that called in. I forgot Tuttle, I think his name was. He was from Plainfield. Boy, his suit looked a mess.
Yeah. And then the next night, what'd you do? Did you play cards again?
No, there was only one man there.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed. We went to the show. That's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And when we came up from the show, and we stayed there. That's right. I forget his name. And the next day, I came home with Bill Cunningham and Al Minger in a Ford coupe. And that was bad. Boy, it was so.
You know, I've had a couple of children, Bob and Melissa, who got married this year. And their children, if they have some in the future, on the Glidden or the Bobzin side of the family, they may never know a great-grandparent in their life. When my mother died, such a contraption as a video camera, which is filming us today, was not a part of this world. But today, you and I are preparing this tape so that your descendants, Dad, can know more about you than what we can tell them, or what they can read in these books, this Bobzin book or the hockey book. I guess you're even mentioned in this Werner book, aren't you? It's called Time's Swift Passage.
Oh, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, because you were married to a Werner. Mother's maiden name was Werner. Do you remember, Dad? I know, I won't. Do you remember when I was born?
Why wouldn't I remember?
Well, I don't know if you remember very much, but I think one of the things you've told me the most about was the day when you went to bring me home from the hospital. What day of the year was it?
Well, you was born what day? I can't even now think when your birthday was.
April 22nd.
We brought you home, I think, around the first day of June,
No, 1st of May, you
or
said.
first of May.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
usually the weather's pretty
Yeah,
good
that
about
was
that time.
snowed,
Mm-hmm.
snowed to beat the band, God, it snowed. See, that morning I went out and I bought a couple of cows and I had to deliver them cows. And, it was a miserable morning and then it hadn't snowed yet. And then I got back and I knew I had to go and get you, and it snowed that I had that 33 Ford, and I had to use a wiper by hand, and boy, I couldn't even keep my windows clear. I could see decent.
And that was when you were on the way to the hospital to get me, or?
Well, probably both ways, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Are you able to tell Ted if that runs out, or, you know, cause or can you
I'll
tell?
tell you. Mm-hmm.
Does it seem to be filming okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
And when my Marilyn come home, that was
Well, what was unusual about that?
so hot. My
Yeah,
mother put them winter out clothes all on her. And
long shirt and everything, didn't she?
She just went bugs, that poor kid.
She was just squirming and
She just did, well, she cried all the time.
cried, yeah.
And Grandma said, you gotta get them clothes off of her, and got them off, and she was just.
Yeah, little girl. Because I think,
On 2nd of June, that's when we brought her home.
right, because Marilyn was born the 23rd of May.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you brought Elaine home? Because that would have been,
Yes, I brought Elaine home, and that very same day, I drove into Joliet, on my way going to Joliet, and I bought a cow. Pete Werner was with me. I really bought the cow through Pete Werner, but it was at where Jones, somebody else lived there.
okay.
And Pete had bought the cow from him, and I bought the cow from Pete. So I told Pete, Pete wanted to deliver the cow, and I says, there's plenty of room in the barn. You put the cow in the barn, and I guess the cow had the calf too, and you just leave the calf run loose, you can, but you put the cow in the barn, put her in the stanchion. If I'm not there, I didn't know it, I'd be there or not. And when I got home, the cow was there in the barn.
I see. And had you done this, bought this cow before you went to get Elaine and Mother?
I don't know, I don't hardly think maybe I had her bought that, I don't know. But I know